Baruch Obuchovski.
During the time that people was here, did they know about the gas and everything?
They had a good guide. The guide knows everything. They do know everything.
But the people that came
The,
didn't
the
know.
guide, she learned all about this place and all the other places, and she's very, very good. She told them exactly what I would say when we arrived here from the Logic Ghetto, you know, and she knew exactly how we arrived here and the conditions that we were in. And most people were dead on the train coming here because they're starved. They were starved. So she's very good. She's very good. And a lot of questions were asked from me. And because I wasn't only in Auschwitz and Birkenau, I was on 2 death marches as well. I walked from Auschwitz to Buchenwald, January. And not many people survived that. And then I was on another march from Remstov, which was a very notorious camp. From Remstov we marched to Dresdenstadt, Czechoslovakia. And that march, we started off with 2,775, only 75 survived. But it was a terrible time for us. And the reason why they marched us, the march that we went on, was only because the Germans wanted to do away with the remainder of the Jews. You see, they didn't want to leave any evidence. The war was coming to an end, and they wanted to finish with the evidence.
How can you erase all the evidence? It's not possible.
They built 2 gas chambers in Dresdenstadt, which used to be a show ghetto.
Okay.
See?
A show ghetto just to show to the
show the
world
world.
that they had a good life in the
They
ghetto.
used to bring in the Red Cross, and they dressed the children nicely, and they give them sweets, and as soon as they went, it went back to normal. It was a show ghetto, but because the war was coming to an end, they didn't want to leave any evidence. They didn't want people like me to come here and talk about it and tell you what atrocities they committed. So what they done is they built 2 big gas chambers, and we were the ones to be finished off. Not only our camp, but all the camps in Poland and Germany, they tried to shift over to Dresdenstadt. And by sheer miracle, the Red Cross found out that the Russians are going to go through Prague, and they knew they'd be too late. So they came into Dresdenstadt, just saved us, the Russians. And that was on the 8th of May. And England wanted 1,000 surviving children, but they could only find 700. And we went to England. When there was the Israeli war, they went to Israel to fight in the war. And they never came back. They stayed there, some of them came back. And they became Israeli citizens. But unfortunately now, a lot of them died, a lot of them dying out now. And the Israeli government is raising a few £1 million now to build shelters for the survivors and also for wounded soldiers. So we, as an organization, which we made,
What's the name of the
45
organization?
Aid Society.
45.
Yeah. We came over in 45 and we call ourselves the 45. So since 1965 we've been supporting Micha in Tel Aviv, the deaf and dumb children, and various other organizations. We gave a lot of money to Yad Vashem, and this time we gave a lot of money for the shelters that they want, a few £1 million. All I can say is that Hashem should look after us from now on, and He shouldn't allow those atrocities to happen to us. And I'll say it again, there should only be Shulam in Israel.
Okay, it's a pleasure, it's a big honor.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
God bless you.